G'day everybody, welcome back to Starfield. Hope you guys are doing well. We are currently on the planet, or is it the moon, Titan. And this is a settlement known as New Homestead, which is apparently one of the oldest human colonies there are in the settled systems. So we have just completed a tour with our good friend here, Bill Starsap. And he's gotten a big tip from us. We gave him an extra 500 creds. Andrasia wasn't very happy with what we did, but screw her. We do what we want with our cash. But anyway, now that the tour is over, I am thinking we want to explore a tiny little bit more before moving on from this place. We are sort of here because we've decided to do a bit of exploration in the various systems, and you know, we ended up sort of picking up a whole bunch of different activities that we can do in this place, so we'll try and work through them actually. So this is J Montreal, not entirely sure what he runs here, maybe a gift shop?
Well, hello there, and welcome to my little shop. Are you visiting New Homestead for the first time?
Maybe. Sometimes I party a little too hard and wind up in strange places.
Oh, that's funny. It happens to the best of us, I guess. I'm Jay. I'm happy to help you find what you're looking to buy or take a look at whatever you want to sell. Trades of all kinds are welcome here. Or if you have any questions for me about the shop, the merchandise, or even just New Homestead in general, I'm happy to help you.
You mentioned something about trading. What sort of things are you looking for?
Glad you asked. I'm looking for all sorts of things. Anything, really. Clothing, weapons, jewelry, even stuff they consider junk. You name it. We don't get a lot of off-world stock, so I offer to buy things from travelers. Anything they're willing to part with. Between you and me, people around here talk a lot about tradition and whatnot, but even they get curious about what other worlds have to offer.
Do you sell any souvenirs or anything like that?
We used to, but not anymore. Believe it or not, the New Homestead Tourism Board decided a while back to do away with souvenirs. We don't really have the resources or facilities to make them here ourselves, and it was decided that anything less than that would seem exploitive of our people and inauthentic. Only thing we have are these souvenir slates about the history of New Homestead. Tell you what, I've got an extra one here that another guest left behind a while back. You can have it.
Okay. Live history something. We'll take a look at that. What do you think of all of the tourists who come to visit New Homestead?
I love them. Most of us in New Homestead appreciate what tourism does for our economic livelihood, so we go out of our way to make guests feel welcome. Some are indifferent about it, while a few others, I won't name names, are downright resentful of all the tourists and would prefer to be left alone. But that being said, I believe our generally friendly demeanor is a large part of what drives people to keep coming back.
Yeah, just like that guy that we met up on the surface, the one who runs the farm. Yeah, he doesn't really like tourists, I guess.
Take care.
Right. Oh, we're not really here to trade, so let's continue exploring a little bit. There's this guy.
We live a simple life on New Homestead, but make no mistake, it's fulfilling.
Maurice Leon. I think he runs the exhibit here.
Hello there. Are you here to peruse our little museum exhibit?
What we offer is something different. In our program, you'll be staying with a local family here in New Homestead. You live like one of us for a period of time.
Yes, I was looking at some of the items in your collection.
Wonderful. These are all rare artifacts from before the collapse of Earth. There isn't much of this stuff left outside of private collections, but here we're happy to share a glimpse of them with the public. If you have any questions about the exhibit or New Homestead, I'm happy to answer as best as I can.
Everyone here has such interesting family names. What's the deal with that?
When our early colonists learned of Earth's demise, they decided to take on the names of their cities of origin as a way to remember their heritage. Now, some may have been lost in translation over the years, and some may have taken it more seriously than others, but the names are mostly accurate. For instance, my family comes from the city of Lyon, in a country that was called France.
What can you tell me about how New Homestead came to be?
It's an interesting story. New Homestead began as a scientific research base called the Titan Astrobase, back when space travel was in its infancy. The hope was that humanity would be able to discover simple alien life here given the moon's composition and water supply. When that ultimately failed, it was repurposed as a colony research base where scientists and engineers studied how to build colonies on inhospitable worlds. Then, finally, when gravity drives were commonplace and we started finding Earth-like planets, New Homestead was born as a living history community to preserve that past.
Can you tell me more about the exhibit?
Of course, certainly. We have several items in our collection that we rotate in and out over time, but they all originate from the same place, Earth. We have everything from toys to antique technology to sports memorabilia. We even used to have an old Earth vehicle, but we had to sell it when we ran out of space for it. Most of our collection was donated by fellow Earth enthusiasts and historians who felt it belonged close to the homeland here in the Sol system.
Cool.
Take care.
We may as well take a quick look around. I haven't really seen anything like super interesting. There's just a whole bunch of these, I guess, desk... I don't know what you call these, slates or desk photo displays? Digital photo displayers? Then there's all this stuff. Yeah, not entirely sure what that is. Some kind of a scepter. Hockey stick. Ice hockey stick, used on Earth in the city of Edmonton, Canada, during a 1988 championship game. Ice hockey is a contact sport played on an ice rink where two teams with 5 players and 2 goaltenders, called goalies, compete to deposit a rubberized puck in the other team's goal. The players traverse the rink on specialized shoes mounted on thin metal blades called ice skates and manipulate the puck with specialized curved sticks, such as the one displayed here. Okay, it's just going to be a whole bunch of stuff for the society, the real society that we know and presumably love. This might be interesting. NASA, one of several Earth-based space agencies, was instrumental in humankind's earliest journeys into space. Indeed, it was due to efforts of NASA that New Homestead exists. In 2107, NASA sent an unmanned probe to Titan, which paved the way for the development of the Titan Astrobase. Completed in 2130, by 2185, the Titan Astrobase project was transitioned into the colony of New Homestead. From left to right, NASA prototype rocket, NASA branded mug, Vostok 1 USSR space program, Space Shuttle Discovery, Apollo 11 collectible snow globes, items on loan from NASA. So I wonder if NASA still exists in some form in this day and age. But anyway, let's continue and explore more. So we did get the tour, but we didn't really stop and explore absolutely every single nook and cranny of this place. We do need to speak to this Juliana Lakota.
What can I do for you?
You really don't seem to like tourists.
I don't. They make a mockery of New Homestead culture. And on top of it, they're reckless. It's like I said before, I feel like I'm treating them more often than our own people.
Sounds frustrating. I wish there was something I could do.
Actually, maybe there is. I have an idea that may be best suited for someone relatively unknown, instead of myself. I've got a mountain of work and a reputation to maintain. So I bought a realistic monster costume. The plan was to wear it, scare tourists away, and start a rumor about terrible creatures living on Titan. I figure that once word gets around, tourism will take enough of a dive to give me some relief.
That sounds pretty bad for the rest of the people in town. Tempting, but no. I can't see myself doing that. Good luck.
I can't blame you, but I've got to try it anyway. Let me know if you change your mind.
I don't think we're gonna change our mind on that one. Yeah, I feel like if this place doesn't get tourists, what else is this place going to do to try and get some more money? They seem pretty run down, and
Hi there. Always nice seeing a new
seems
face.
like this place needs all the help it can get, really.
People come here to see what early colony life was like. To me,
All these tourists are able to come and go as they please. I wish I had that kind of money. Oh, you don't really want to talk to me. I'm just a nobody from the crates. Besides, I'm not really good at talking to tourists about New Homestead. If you're really interested in our history, talk to Maurice. He's a lot better at that than I am.
Sure, I mean, I'd love to talk to you, really.
You do? I mean, sure. I don't know what I can tell you, but if you want to talk, I don't have anything else I need to do right now.
I don't know, seems like a really weird dialogue option, but anyway. You mentioned something about crates. What's that?
The crates are what we call the living quarters for the poor people, like me. They're made from old shipping containers. We have to make do with the space we have here. They're comfortable enough, I guess. And no one on Titan is well off to begin with, but you can tell that people look down on us, especially some of the tourists.
What do you do here in New Homestead?
Well, I'm trying to finish up my undergrad schooling, actually. I want to be a physicist like my grandmother. Then, who knows what. But I also do some odd jobs here or there for money. Sometimes I help Jay out at his shop, and he gives me stuff in return. Sometimes I help Anya clean up at the Brown Horse when she's short-staffed. That sort of thing.
How do you feel about your home being a tourist destination?
It's not as bad as you'd think. I like talking to off-worlders, especially people my age. It gives me ideas for what I want to do when I'm done with school. Because, honestly, I'm not sure I want to stay here. It'll always be my home, but as soon as I can afford to, I'd love to explore my options.
So, you're having trouble with your studies?
Okay, well, no. Not the studies specifically. Like, I get good grades when I'm able to apply myself. But I'm poor. I just don't have the kind of money to be a full-time student and support myself. Even living in the cheap-ass crates. I keep having to take odd jobs just to put food on my plate. And when I do, my grades suffer. I just feel like I'll be stuck in a rut forever.
$20,000. You could be successful without finishing school. You may just need to get out of New Homestead.
Really? I thought it was the only way. I remember my parents telling me that when they were still around. But maybe you're right. I guess I can put my studies on hold, at least until I get enough credits saved up to live on. I can always return to my studies then. Maybe part of the reason I feel I've been stuck in a rut is because I push myself too hard. Thanks for the advice. It helped.
The right advice at the right time can potentially be more valuable than credits.
Okay.
Ah, yes, we are done.
Yes, we are done. Indeed.
Sure would be nice to get off world sometime.
Didn't really come up here before, did we? Just looking for some unique NPCs if we can find them, but I don't think there are any more. Let's go through the elevator. We're sort of gonna go and find our, I guess, pathway that we took when we were on the tour. We have been out here
You all
before.
can travel the stars, but someone's got to respect and preserve the old soul traditions.
It'd be nice to get away for a while, but it's difficult. People rely on
Yeah, definitely nothing
I've heard about lots of other
additionally
planets
interesting here. And this just takes us back into the lobby area where the exhibit is, or? Oh no, that's where the chunks is. Okay. Oh yes, and the exhibit is here. Let's maybe go back this way.
It's one thing to learn about early colony life.
I don't really know if there's anything else going on in the bar or in the tavern.
I don't mind the tourists. They help the local economy.
If you need medical attention, see Dr. Lakota. But
I can't remember where that leads to.
Off-worlders always ask how I can live here. I wonder how they can live anywhere else.
Alright. Perhaps maybe we have seen all of the people worth speaking to. And if that's the case, then we may have just the activities left. So there's this Juliana, Joyce, and then there's the Chunks guy. Let's see if we can... actually, that Juliana one, that's the doctor, isn't it? So we probably don't need to speak to her. But let's see if we can find Joyce and see what Joyce needs. And I think after this we'll try and get the special sauce for that Chunks manager. And then we'll move on, hopefully from the Sol system, because we've been here for a while. I'm keen on moving on to the next star system and checking the next star system out.
Feel free to look around, but do not...
Oh, where are we? I don't really recognize this place. Seems like a flight control sort of.
That old Titan wind is going strong today.
Hi. Me? I guess? My therapist told me I should try recording notes to myself as a way to, cope with this drastic life change. I guess the goal is to look back on it later and see progress. Anyway, I've been living here in New Homestead for, 3 months now? And it hasn't been easy. The locals are a little wary of people coming in from the outside, but they know they need me here because their previous power systems manager died unexpectedly. Got stuck out in the cold with a suit puncture. Alcohol may have been involved. Remind me not to make that same mistake. Where was I? So, I decided to go all in and change my family name to show these people I'm serious about their home. It's caused some drama with my parents, but ultimately, they understand. And to be honest, I kind of like it. I've always loved the history of this place, from its inception as an outpost searching for life, to researching how to build colonies on harsh worlds, and now as a living history museum. It's really... crap. The lights are struggling to stay on again. Well, back to fixing this place. Talk to you, me, later.
And this is the person in the flesh. Let's actually quickly look at new items here, because we did pick up another slate there from our friends in the store. Is it the brochure rough draft? Visit historical New Homestead and take a comprehensive genuine Star Sap tour. No, I think this is something we've seen before. Ah, here. Live history. I was gonna say live history. Sol, the cradle of humanity. Sol, the sun. It's hard to imagine a time where all of humanity lived under one singular sun, but until the mid-22nd century and the invention of the gravity drive, that's all we had. Humans have existed for nearly 200,000 years, and all of them came from a planet called Earth, the third planet in the Sol system. Without Earth, you wouldn't be here. Titan Astrobase. The people of Earth first sent an unmanned craft to Saturn's moon, Titan, in 2107. The Titan Astrobase was completed in 2130 to search for life beyond Earth. Though fruitless, it laid the groundwork for what would eventually become humanity's greatest endeavor, settling the universe. Scientists and engineers used Titan to perfect planetary colony building. A new home, an old history. New Homestead was officially established in 2185 as a living memorial to humanity's ingenuity and perseverance. Citizens of the settled systems were invited to visit and learn about our important history. This fascinating approach to education allowed visitors to see how the early colonists lived and worked. Sight to behold. See the majestic icy peaks of New Homestead's frozen land formations as frosty winds blow through the thick clouds overhead. Witness the powerhouse of the UC's most valued methane processing plants. Then warm up with a hot meal at humanity's longest running dining establishment after Earth, the Brown Horse Tavern. There you go. Right, let's have a chat with Joyce.
Oh, hello there. Are you here about the brownouts? That's usually the only reason people come up here to talk to me, since I'm the power system manager here.
You're in charge of the power here? Get it? Charge?
Oh. Yep, I get it all right. Yes, I'm in charge of the electrical power here. We generate a lot of wind-based power here on Titan, which is my specialty, so I was tapped to help navigate all the unique challenges we face here. Shocking, I know.
Actually, yes, I came to talk about the brownouts.
Of course you did. That's okay. It's a problem here. Citizens and visitors alike have a right to know what's going on and when to expect a fix. Problem is, I don't know how long we'll have to deal with this, because I'm needed here to oversee the whole system, and we don't currently have anyone available to go out and solve the issue at the moment.
That's where we come in. What's it like working on the surface of Titan?
Well, I just started this job a few months ago, but I'm loving it, despite all the small frustrations of working on ancient equipment. I came here as a child and did one of the tours. I loved it so much, I jumped at the chance to come back after finishing my studies in energy science. I know it may sound unusual, but I knew what I was getting into with Titan's harsh surface. The challenge is actually one of the things that attracted me to the job.
Yeah, it's actually kind of rare to hear someone so enthusiastic about coming back to this place. So you're not originally from New Homestead?
No, New Atlantis, born and raised. It's okay though. I've always liked this quaint little moon. Not that it's actually that little as far as moons go. The people here were a little wary of someone coming in from the outside, but once I changed my name in accordance with their local customs, it went a long way to build trust. And that was fine by me. I feel proud, taking on the name of the Earth City my family came from many, many years ago.
Okay, so she's sort of Japanese descendant. Maybe there's something I can do to help with the brownouts.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. I'm a little new to the job, and I'll admit I'm struggling a little bit. I could use some help.
I can probably help. I know what it takes to keep an outpost running.
Oh, excellent. Then you must know how this old power system machinery can get crusted over with ice from time to time. That's what's causing these brownouts. I think you can take a laser cutter and break up the ice for us?
Yeah, sure, no problem at all. As a former miner, I know my way around a cutter.
Oh, thank you. I guess I'm lucky you showed up then. Just be careful not to hurt yourself or the equipment. I'll continue to monitor things from here.
No worries, I do see another slate there, but you know what, we probably don't need to rush in grabbing that slate. We can probably do that on the way back, so let's get to this task first, and then, yeah, I think I'm going to move on to the chunks task after this one.
Some of us are quite happy with our lives here. We don't need
Oh, why has it tagged that? God damn, alright, hang on. Ah, here we go. Jeez, alright. I don't understand why the game didn't actually just tag this one immediately after picking it up from the activities, so clear the ice deposits. Jeez, alright, we probably went the wrong way. Yeah.
Hello.
Figures.
Those folks in Sidonia may be closer to Earth.
We talked about this, Sylvie. If you want to...
Hopefully it's not going to be too far. I do see, like, multiple objectives out there. Just need to try and melt a little bit of this ice without damaging the equipment itself. I'm not even sure if we would be able to damage the equipment, to be honest. Alright. Looking like it's moving a lot better now. I wonder if moving around might be better if we used Grav Dash. Is that even going to help us, like, move around a little bit faster? I don't know how I feel about that. It almost seems like there's a bit of a delay before you can actually use it. You can't just spam it to move very, very quickly.
Don't stay outside for too long here on Titan. You'll freeze solid without the We take vandalism serious.
Okay, here we are. Let's just grab that slate. Wind turbines continue to ice up. They're the originals, and this being New Homestead and all, it seems fitting to keep them that way. Recommendation is to keep administering repairs. Replacing them, while sensible, is both costly and diminishes the classic appeal of New Homestead. As such, I will decline sending a proposal to the appropriate parties at the UC Energy Department. Bogdan Breda, Chief Power Technician.
To damage the equipment with the cutter. I'm really glad you're helping us out.
So ice is all cleared up.
Good work. I should be able to take it from here. Thanks again for your help.
No wuckers. Alright. Let's get to Paradiso. I believe it's going to be them who's going to give us that Chunks special sauce. Let's actually tag that. And I guess maybe we can simply fast travel there, right? Been a while since we've been to Paradiso. I'll do personal atmosphere like before, help us move around a little bit more.
You'd think we'd be a prime target for pirates.
I can see why this location was chosen for a resort. Very nice.
All right. Where that special sauce at?
Terminology they use. This still smells like it chunks.
I'm here to pick up some special sauce for the chunks in New Homestead.
Huh. I thought it was a joke at first, but yet here you are. Let me get that for you. But maybe next time you can ask him to make it last longer so I don't have to keep doing this so often.
Alright. Time to go back. That was pretty easy. Simple delivery mission. There is a science outpost out there, I guess near New Homestead.
I can understand wanting to honor
on
or
Titan.
even celebrate history.
I don't know if we should go there, but I feel like we've seen like we've seen those types of bases before, so we're likely not going to see anything unique. Yeah, we just so happened to come across New Homestead by accident. And I'm happy that we actually did find this place, actually, so otherwise we would have missed it completely.
Boring assignment, but let's keep it that way.
It's one thing
All
to
right,
learn
special
about
sauce.
colony life.
Hey,
It's
delivered.
another to
Good to see you again.
experience it.
About that sauce.
Well, I got the Chunks special sauce for you.
I knew I could count on you. Let's see it here. Man, you really saved my butt. Corporate's gonna see just how much this place is gonna turn around. Thanks again.
No worries, mate. I got some Chunks egg. That's about it.
Welcome
Only
to
one
Chunks.
freebie.
We got lots of chunks to choose from.
So, your wife owns the Brown Horse Tavern. How could you work for the competition?
Oh, it's all good. Chunks pays me pretty well. And between you and me, Anya's doing all right herself. Plus, we got this plan, you know? We want to see if we can introduce some of Anya's famous cooking to the Chunks lineup and pitch it to corporate. Imagine Anya's delicious food in every Chunks restaurant across the settled systems. And people are bound to come visit her place to see where it all started. It's a win all around.
Yeah, okay. I like his thinking.
Have a great day.
You too, my friends. Yep, standard old Lou.
Enjoy our visit here.
Well, I guess it's time for us to get a move on and see if we can visit some of the other, I guess, moons, if they actually have anything interesting to offer. Which I'm thinking most of them will pretty much be standard. Oh, we just saw that one. Okay, apparently we've been here before, but we didn't go to the science outpost, so not entirely sure how that worked, but yeah, nothing here. Righto, so let's make our way to... Have we been to Mercury? Abandoned bionics lab. Have we been to a bionics lab before? I can't say that we have. Well, let's just quickly visit. See what this place is about. What's going on here? We have UC Sysdef or something. Sec Chimera.
You are now under United Colonies jurisdiction.
Yeah, we'll quickly check this place out.
Setting down?
I mean, it says abandoned at the front, right? So my assumption is that it'll be just some random group that we encounter here. We could do a little bit of fighting. Not a bad idea.
Good day, Captain.
So that away? Oh, okay, we've got a Starborn ship that's landed actually very, very close by. I wonder if they're actually going to be sending a search party out for us. Let me see if I can switch things up a little bit here. Maybe we go with pistols. I don't know, it seems pretty abandoned, as the name suggests. One sec, guys. Alright. Where were we? Okay, we do have some robots, apparently.
Come then, meet your death.
And there are actually some people here. Yeah, it seems pretty run-of-the-mill though. So spacers have died here. We do have pirates, apparently.
Once again, we are triumphant.
Speaking of pirates, we still haven't bumped into Neva after the big battle between Sistef and the Key. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if there's going to be anything worthwhile here. Just doing another scan. I don't really see anyone else.
Good one.
Okay. Not entirely sure why she said that, but
Your abilities are
guessing there's going to be quite a few more
truly amazing.
in here. And we see one guy.
System failure.
I kind of feel sorry for these pirates. Yeah, they do not stand a chance at all.
Take your best shot.
Podos Crater, plus 100 damage resistance for 3 minutes. I mean, why not? Yeah, okay. I think the layout is starting to feel familiar now. And yes, perhaps maybe we have visited one of these places before. I can't help but wonder what the hell we're even doing here. Do we really need to be so top secret if we're just going to shoot up a bunch of robots day in and day out? I think we've seen something like this before. Alright, we haven't seen one of those very, very large crates, which, in my view, signals the end of the quote-unquote dungeon that we're sort of exploring here. Take all of those. Okay, apparently we're encumbered. Heart plus, I'll take that.
What did you need? I have never been one to shy.
Right, let's give her maybe resources. Yeah, that did the trick.
Is that it then?
Let's just switch back to personal atmosphere here. And quickly use that. I think we might be done, so let's head back. Yeah, not the most exciting spot. But I must admit though, it's kind of nice going through some of these places just for gathering extra cash, or, you know, if you're in need of additional resources like, you know, med packs and stuff. Always useful. Okay, let's get back to the ship. Actually, we don't need to go back to the ship exactly. We can probably just move on from here. So, yeah, I think maybe the only other place that we haven't really looked at is Pluto and its moon. But it seems like there's not really anything interesting there. We have been to Venus. What about Neptune and its moon? Triton. Yeah, okay, we've been there. Alright. Which means that I think we need to go to the next system. There's Barnard's Star here. And I can't say whether or not we have been to Barnard Star before. Doesn't seem to be anything here. Though one thing that you could argue is that perhaps there could be unique encounters that you might encounter if you travel to certain places. Maybe not the case though, with this one. Alright, so we'll go to Alpha Centauri. Sure, we've been here before, but I'm just wondering whether or not we've actually been to all of the celestial bodies here, so... Couple of science outposts, crash site. And we've seen those things before. What is this? A Deimos armored transport. Huh?
Jump complete. Normal propulsion restored. Always a pleasure.
My bad. I was supposed to hail the ship.
Back, eh? How's it going?
Apparently I can't really hail it. What happens if I dock? Are people going to be hostile towards us if we dock?
Docking cycle complete.
Whew. Always.
Perhaps we can find some indication of why this ship was vacated.
Maybe.
Yes, you need me. I am happy to help shoulder the load.
Let me just quickly grab the resources again. And I want to
Very good.
quickly go back. I should have gone to the cockpit there. Yeah, quickly go cockpit here. And I'm just gonna throw the... Oh, okay, yep. Very, very good, yep. We'll just throw resources in here. Okay. And we've got a few bits and pieces that we probably do need to sell at some point. I have no idea what's going on with this armored transport, to be honest.
The ship could be deteriorating. We should not stay long.
I wonder if we've actually been here before. It did have a white symbol on it. Yeah, I have a feeling we have been here before, actually, guys, so I'm gonna
whatever is inside this vault.
go back to the ship and we'll continue looking around. We may actually go to New Atlantis to do a little bit of selling, since we have so much stuff.
Clamps released.
Okay. Bondar. A civilian outpost there, which we could visit.
That was a pretty shot at their grav drive.
Done and done.
Please acknowledge.
And I don't think we need to stick around for a conversation, to be honest, so let's just quickly land.
Touchdown imminent.
Judging by what I'm seeing so far, it looks pretty run-of-the-mill.
No indigenous life signs. One less thing to worry about, I suppose.
Unknown. Okay, there's apparently a hazard there. Whatever that means. Structure. Oh, the outpost is just over there. Hopefully there might be some kind of a provisioner there as well, and we might be able to quite simply sell some of our stuff there. That would be nice. For some reason our O2 ran out so quickly there. I'm not entirely sure why that is the case. Are we over encumbered again? Doesn't look like it. Pretty big hauler there. Okay. Is there anything interesting going on here? Place looks a little bit run down.
Producing suitable sustenance for your species requires a titanic effort.
I got a moment to spare.
I don't think we should stick around too long. Let's head to the next place. Holy. We have been there before. Biotics lab. Another civvy outpost. Weapons station, industrial outpost, civilian outpost, yeah. There's this, a star station. I'm not sure if we've been there before. The icon is all in black though, so my assumption is we haven't been here. RE939. Can we hail them?
Communications system critical. Hail terminated.
Okay. This might be kind of interesting. Let's dock.
Board is clear. We're docked.
Ah, okay. A good start. Dead people. Got Varun Zealots, apparently. Now that's quite a rare sighting. We don't deal with Varun Zealots very often. And them attacking a UC naval base, that's pretty brazen. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here with the Varun. I'm not sure how Andrasia feels about us facing off against Varun. I suppose maybe she has no love for Zealots either. Yeah, a whole bunch of dead UC security here. I'll switch to Sense Star stuff just to help us with a bit of direction.
When I see it with my own eyes, it is still hard to believe.
I'm not really picking up any other people in that area, so... Okay, yeah, we do have quite a few. I'm just thinking about how we want to do this, but considering where we're at with the episode, this probably is a good chance for us to take a bit of a break, and then when we come back we'll fight against all of these Varun and see what is actually happening on this station. I'm getting the feeling that this is maybe just a random station that we can visit again for loot, and perhaps maybe there's no real story, but anyway, we'll go through the entire thing and see what happens next. Aside from that, we'll probably continue a bit more exploration in the next one, maybe for the first half, and then we'll get into an actual quest line that we can sink our teeth into a little bit more. Right guys, hope you enjoyed this one. As usual, leave a like or a dislike or a comment or two down below, stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.